Hello.
We're here. Hi, Internet.
Hi, World Wide Web. How are you folks doing?
We're coming at you from the road. We're in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah, we're in a beautiful hotel room. It's got really funky,
It's a new design.
New design
hotel room. The True by Hilton.
Yeah,
Lovely
True by Hilton.
It's pretty rocking. And we have a show soon, which we're stoked for.
We are.
That's Lafayette. We'll see you soon.
It's at 8 o'clock. So come on out to
the Worst Beer Garden.
The Worst Beer Garden. That's not the name. We're not being dicks. That's what.
No, like worst, like the
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
Not.
It's not like the worst beer garden.
This beer garden.
This beer garden. It's like they're not even like. They tried to grow the beer with seats. Everyone knows it just means it's like pretty greenery and there's beer.
Oh, it's like an actual garden, but
it's like
the worst.
They screwed it up, man.
They screwed up the beer garden.
It means like it's the best beer garden. The best beer garden.
This is the best beer garden.
Hello, Celeste. Hello, Brian. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Bob. Hello,
Ruth.
Marcia. Hello, John. Hello, Susan. Hello, Alex. Hello, Ruth. Tom Brady. Congrats again on the Super Bowl.
Big win for you.
Big win for you.
Probably not tired of that joke at all. I can't, as a guy with the name Graham Cracker, I can't make those jokes. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to make those jokes.
I'm ice cream cone. That's a little harder to get to.
That's a big reach. I wouldn't have.
People make the reach.
Good for them. Good for them.
One time I had this teacher in high school that was like trying to make a joke about my name. And he was like trying to say that I was being bad in class. And he said to this other teacher, he's like, I'm having quite a plaque problem. The other teacher did not get it. And the other teacher was like, okay, that's a weird thing to share. And he's like, no, a plaque problem, pointing at me, placone. And he's like, plaque problem. And the other teacher was like, are you gonna go to the dentist? Like how are you gonna feel that, buddy? And it was like, and I just laughed. I was like, your timing's off, bro. You shit the bed on that joke.
I have a plaque. No, keep hammering it. The joke will get better.
He did not give up. He taught me a lot about persistency. He really did.
Never give up.
Good old Mr. McCarthy.
On a horrible joke. So what do we got here? Would you consider going on tour with Bernie? Yeah, if he would want to have us. You need to ask Bernie that question.
Yeah, we'd have to open for him. I mean, he forced a third show in Iowa. He's a fuck of a draw.
Yeah, he is, man. He's an amazing.
Despite what the media will try to tell you, dude can fill some seats. Hey, Bernie, we're doing the Verse Beer Garden. You want to guest set?
Yeah, and then
do 5 minutes. Don't run the light.
Are you guys planning watching Tulsi Gabbard on a live CNN panel tonight? No, we will be on stage.
We'll be on stage.
Telling jokes at the Worst Beer Garden.
The Worst Beer Garden.
Tomorrow we're in Oxford, Mississippi. Neither one of us have ever been to Mississippi. So we're excited for that. And then Tuesday we're in Pensacola. I've been to Pensacola. I did a show there with Doug Benson like probably 7-8 years ago. And then Wednesday we're at the Big Easy.
Nolans,
baby. Last time we went out in New Orleans.
That's so much fun.
Oh my God.
We went to Frenchman Street, and for anyone if you're not familiar with New Orleans, Frenchman is like the locals' bourbon street. That's where the locals go to experience the nightlife. And it was really cool. We saw some good blues. Mm-hmm. We saw some good kind of 90s-ish rock and roll. Mm-hmm. We went to a few spots. And we had phenomenal vegan etouffee.
Yeah, we were going to go to the Spotted Cat, but they were between bands.
It was too crowded, Stacy. The Spotted Cat was a little too crowded, and they were in between bands. So we ended up at the Apple Barrel. And then what was the name of Felice Noir or something?
No, it was Favela Chic.
Favela Chic. We went to the Apple Barrel and Favela Chic, and we had a lovely dinner at Seed. What's that the name of the place?
Seed, yeah. There's all vegan place.
Vegan
Seed.
restaurant.
It was great.
Vegan etouffee. Excellent.
Vegan etouffee.
Vegan beignets.
Vegan beignets.
We wore a sign that said, "We're visiting." That's what we did. So we were like, "We'll have the vegan etouffee and beignets, please." Where's a cool place to go? Stacy, sounds like you're in the area. I hope we'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checkpoint Charlie's in the quarter. Okay. Right.
All right. We'll be playing New Orleans Wednesday at the Hi-Ho Lounge.
Mm-hmm. Bought 3 tickets to the show in New Orleans. I can't wait to see you guys. Thanks
Awesome.
for the 50-state strategy with the Progressive Comedy Tour and visiting the Big Easy. Yeah, that's our goal.
We're for sure going to play
Wait a
Michigan
minute.
and Wisconsin. That's a promise.
Well, unless Putin blocks us from going there.
Right. If he puts up that wall, we won't make it. But he'll let us in.
Let's go through all the states we've done. So we've done Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia,
Arizona,
North Carolina, Arizona, Nevada, California, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then this tour, we will knock off Louisiana and Mississippi. And then the East, and then next month we'll do Texas. So that's 12 states now?
Yep. And then we're going to be, in May, we're going to be doing Utah and Idaho.
14.
And then, East Coast, we're going to be doing District of Columbia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, because we're hitting Philly, New York, Massachusetts.
Connecticut.
Boom. Oh, Connecticut. Yes.
20
New
states.
That's not.
Damn. So within a year, we will have done 20 states.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I like
Not
it.
bad. Yeah, we're going to have to hit all 50 now.
That's the goal. We got to hit the 50 states by the end, before the election.
Colorado, we're for sure coming. We are for sure coming to Colorado. We don't know when exactly, but we are for sure coming to Colorado. It's an easy flight from where we live.
Mm-hmm.
So we are for sure. We'll probably do Denver, Fort Collins, and then maybe the Springs or something like that. We'll definitely be doing a handful of shows there. Maybe Boulder. So, we'll be there.
Right. So, all right, guys, don't forget you can support the show on the Streamlabs. I just put that date out. Site streamlabs.com/Graham Elwood, and of course the super chat. Dennis from Germany. Greetings from Germany. Oh, we were just talking yesterday.
We were.
So we have some contacts in the UK. So we're going to try to set up some UK shows, and then we want to come to like Germany, maybe Prague, and then we have contacts. I'm not making this up, in Moscow. So we will be Putin's bodies.
Did you say England?
Yeah, the UK.
Yeah.
It's
UK.
part of England.
Yeah. No, I was looking at the chat. I didn't know what all you said. You didn't say England.
Is the UK in England?
Is that one of the states in England? How's that work?
Are you guys going to do England and London? Are you guys going to do both of them?
Do we already do Canada? No, but I think when we do the Northwest, we're going to try for Vancouver.
Yeah. So we want to do the Northwest, but we would do like probably maybe Eugene, Oregon, Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver, something like that. Maybe hop over to Olympia. I don't know.
Maybe do Ollie. It depends, but we definitely want to do for sure the cities, and then we were hoping to do like one of the other fun Corgi spots. I love Olympia and Eugene are some of my favorite towns. So
when we go to Moscow, we're going to see Susie Dawson for sure.
Yeah,
that's part of the plan, is to do, when we do Moscow, is to see Susie Dawson and any other exiled whistleblowers that we can.
Chicago, hold tight. We're coming.
Yeah. One of the things.
It's like my Springsteen moment where I'm like, we're coming.
Well, Jimmy is going to do a show in Chicago in July, and we're working on adding some progressive shows around that. So we're just ironing out the dates on that, because Jimmy might do more than one night in Chicago. I don't know, because the tickets are already moving pretty fast.
New York, June 17th. We're there.
June 17th at the Broadway Comedy Club.
Yep. Grab tickets. Rompagone.com, GrahamElwood.com. Grab tickets.
And I think I'm going to be shooting my new album comedy special / comedy special in the.
Whoa!
Big announcement.
That's a big announcement.
Ooh!
That's a big announcement.
Yeah, we're going to see Edward Snowden. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. 99 people are watching right now. We just hit 126 likes, so pound the like button.
London, we're working on it. We're working on London. If you live in London and you want to see us there, let the folks in London know. Let the clubs know.
Yeah. Baby Gerald is coming to New York. Outstanding.
Baby Gerald, stoked to see you.
Dan Chavez, Texas. Dude, where you been, brother? Next month, April 12th through the 15th, we are going to Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin. That is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 nights, 12th through the 15th in Texas. GrahamElwood.com, RonPlacone.com.
Tickets available, Dan. See you soon.
Kid. Go get them. June 16th, Connecticut. That's absolutely correct.
See you there, Marcia. Stoked.
We should visit Chelsea Manning. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Oof.
That's
such a bummer. I can't believe
that was all I said about it. I was just like, there's not. I think what I tweeted, I was like, there's not a word in the English language yet for how despicable what they're doing to her is. Like there's just not a word for it.
I can't think of anyone that's screwed over more. I mean, like, I'm sure there are. We could that stuff, but like how they've for being a whistleblower.
Yeah.
This is and I always am like, where. This is why the neoliberals drive me nuts, because they're all like screaming about Russia and this, that, and the other thing. And what about her?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're all for, you know, this is a transgender soldier that was jailed and tortured because
for revealing stuff that needed to be revealed.
That needed to be revealed.
I love people that use that cop out. Well, I mean, what she did was okay, but you know, she's a traitor.
How's
who's she a traitor to? Who's she a traitor? The corrupt?
Boeing? Raytheon? Is that who she's a traitor to?
Yeah, that's who she's a traitor to.
Like, if she's a traitor, then so is George Washington. George Washington's a traitor. Thomas Jefferson is a traitor. Benjamin Franklin's a traitor. They're all traitors then, if that's your approach on that. So it's like, it's unbelievable. So fuck that.
Yeah.
What else we got? Yeah, neoliberals don't want more secrets about war crimes revealed either. Well, both. I mean, obviously the right is so hypocritical on everything. But yeah, Jaina, she is a goddamn hero.
Did you see the guy who addressed the Sacramento City Council? Somebody tweeted that at me. But I don't know the details about it. I just saw the tweet. So I don't know what that is in regards to.
I don't know what that is either.
But I guess somebody did something fascinating. If you know more details, let us know. But somebody did tweet that at me and said I needed to watch it, but that's all. Like I couldn't see the actual video. Like I just saw it. I couldn't. Yeah.
Robin Gomez, Hawaii. Yes.
We're coming.
Guess what? We were supposed to do dates in February and that fell apart, but I'm now working on there's a new, not new, but it's the Hawaii Comedy Studio is part of Hawaiian Brian's. It's a place I performed, and a very good friend of mine, James Monet, helps run it. And I was just emailing him. So we're going to look at dates. It's a cool, if you're in Honolulu, Hawaiian Brian's is a big 200 some seat venue. And then it's this big, huge complex. If you haven't been there, there's a pool hall, and then there's a smaller venue that they're making in sort of like a full-time comedy club. That's like a 50, 60 seat venue. So what we are working on is Ron and I coming out there and doing some progressive shows there, at least one. And then maybe then another night, like Jimmy does a Jimmy Dore Live in the big room. So we're working on that in the next couple of months, because that's my goal is to spend my winters on Oahu doing this show from Oahu. That's my goal, because I've gone a month without surfing, and it is a crime.
And hey, quick shout out to Matthew, who is making the drive from Tampa to Pensacola. We'll be seeing you soon, and we're stoked. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for making that drive. We really appreciate you making the drive on a Tuesday. We were trying to do Tampa in January, but some things fell through. We ended up hitting Jacksonville instead. Mm-hmm. So still a great run in Florida, but we were hoping Tampa was going to be part of it. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So thank you for making that drive to Pensacola this time around. Much appreciated.
Yep. Balthazar 228, Alaska. They can see Russia from their houses. I want to come to Alaska. I've done shows up there. I would absolutely go to Alaska.
Never been.
Dude, it's
never been. There's that legendary spot like Choku or whatever it's called. Is that where you've been, or did you do something?
No, I did it with Doug Benson. We did the 13 state medical marijuana tour in 2009. God, it was 10 years ago.
What we need is a progressive comedy Alaskan cruise. That's what we need. Just like what if it was just like a progressive, not just comedy, but like progressive music, and then progressive comics, and then
a socialist swimming pool.
That's right. And
Ruth Benedict, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Got great news. My latest test showed no active leukemia.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody show Ruth some love. That's
Ruth.
So fantastic.
Hashtag getting back to life.
Yes. Hashtag getting back to life. The doc told me I can work again on a limited basis. Woohoo. Oh, Ruth, that's so sweet. We appreciate that. And I know we're going to see you at one of the East Coast shows, I believe. So it'll be great to meet you guys in person. I got to say, I love when you guys, like when I was in Chicago for 10 days, a bunch of you came out to the shows there, and it's always great to meet you in person. And you always like keep me up to date when and Ron and I like what's going on in your local political scene. Like there's this progressive running for alderman in the 25th ward, which is in the Pilsen district in Chicago, which is where Thalia Hall is. And he made it to a runoff in April. So it's pretty rad that that's happening. So it's great. Ruth, we can't wait to meet you and show Ruth some love. Show Ruth some love.
Yeah, congrats, Ruth.
Really, really warms our hearts.
See you soon.
Thank you for supporting the show. What Ruth did is a great way to support the show. You can hit the $, and you can announce whatever, and we'll promote whatever you guys want. And then, of course, there's Streamlabs. You can do that. That's through PayPal if you don't want to go through Google. And then there is watching the ads all the way through. When you click skip ad, we don't get paid on our videos, so just let the videos play. Even open up a separate browser window if you want. So do that. Celeste Inman, you guys rock. Love you.
Thanks, Celeste.
Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom.
Oh, and propaganda. I'm not familiar with Snarky Puppy, the band you asked me about. The newest band I've gotten into is a band called Culture Abuse. They're on Epitaph, and I think they're based in LA. Anyway, really good kind of pop punky stuff.
No, I don't make vegan smoothies on the road. I bring my vegan protein powder, like I just got done working out. And so the best I could do was have a banana, and I'm going to throw this, and hopefully a coyote's going to slip on it. And then it's if I can find a smoothie joint that has vegan smoothies, I'll get them. But that is the struggles on the road. Is no vegan smoothies.
Graham woke up early enough for the free breakfast this morning. I did not.
And we
lost
sausage.
An hour, and we flew in.
Rough.
I was beat, and I woke up with a few minutes to spare, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting up." But Graham hit it,
and then
he confiscated some fruit.
And I was late for my my video chat with the Natural Progressive. Sorry, Chris. Bethany Hunt, hey from Adelaide, guys, you're the best. Bethany, shave your knuckles for justice. I love Adelaide. I've done the Rhino Room. It's a ways out, but we're going to try to come to Australia because Ron's never been. I love Australia. So we're going to try to make that in our winter, your summer, so I can surf. And I'm
learning how to surf too. A buddy got me a surf lesson, but because of the kind of lousy winter we've been having in Southern California, which I know isn't lousy compared to most people's winters. I know
he's going to blow up.
Yeah, people are going to be like,
Canada.
He's complaining about the weather again.
Fuck you.
Don't fuck yourself, bro. I get it. But it's not surfing weather. So I have not been able to have my surf lesson that was purchased for me by a friend of mine for my birthday, which was in December. So, but I still have that. It's still in the bank. So I'm going to have a surf lesson.
So if Ron starts taking surf lessons, maybe we'll get him in the water in Hawaii and Australia. Oh shit! If there's any surfing in Pensacola, I know sometimes I get some waves. I will totally go surfing early Wednesday morning in Pensacola before we drive. Fucking surf the shit out of that.
I'd go for a swim if it's warm enough.
Oh yeah.
It might be pushing it.
Bob Swanick, shave your knuckles for justice. Hope to see you in New York if tickets are still available.
They're available. Yeah. Hop on it.
I have a friend in Queens who is a true progressive. Love to meet you both.
Bring that friend from Queens, and we look forward to meeting you guys, Bob.
So the New York a lot of the venues we play are between 50 to 100 seats, but the Broadway Comedy Club is close to 200, I think.
Yeah. There's going to be, tickets are available. Grab them. We should have some special guests at that show. Some really cool non-comics are coming out to hang, so it'll be a really, really cool event.
I think the head of Open Primaries, John Updike, is going to be there. I think Samira Khan might be there. Who knows? But Bob, come out. But guys, the crazy thing is the East Coast tour dates all the tickets are moving. So
grab them.
We're
DC, Baltimore, Philly, New Haven, Connecticut, New York City, Boston, Mass.
They're moving. The Philly shows it's a smaller venue. It's like a 50-seat venue, and they're moving. So that's why we have 2 shows in Philly. We'll try if they sell out really quick, we'll try to add shows, but sometimes they sell out and that's that. So get your tickets. Thank you, Bob Swanick. We will see you.
All
right, we'll get that. Bethany Hunt, good surfing, 1 hour south of Adelaide. Oh yeah, Bethany, one of the fucking sweetest waves I've ever caught in my life was an hour south of Adelaide. It went for like 200 yards. It was literally, it was in November or something of 2012. It was literally one of the most amazing waves. It kept going and kept going. It was like, I'll never forget that wave outside of Adelaide. So I'm all over it. Thanks, Bethany. Shave your knuckles for justice. Steve Thomas, boom. Shave your knuckles for justice. I'll be 59 in 5 days. Come on into Charleston, West Virginia. I know some other people have asked for West Virginia.
I used to play the Charleston Comedy Zone twice a year. So, yeah. Is that still there, Steve? Happy early birthday, by the way.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And, yeah, maybe we could talk the Zone into giving us an off night or something like that.
We should find, if the Zone can give us some off nights, then West Virginia, then we could do regular Virginia.
Yeah.
Whatever else is in that area.
Richmond. Really cool town. I like Richmond.
Isn't it? Then what does it border with? North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Then we could go the Triangle. We could go like Raleigh.
We didn't do the Triangle. We did Asheville, which we had an amazing time in Asheville. That was actually the first sellout we've had.
Yes.
Right? Because it was 2 nights in a row. We sold out Asheville and we sold out Louisville. And Asheville was the first night. So that was the first time we sold out a space, which we were really, really geeked out about. And then there was that amazing vegan buffet after that, impromptu, all that vegan food that she just brought up and started giving us, which was super cool. So yeah, but we didn't get to the Triangle. I always thought it'd be cool to do a Southeast college town tour. I know we talked about it, but like doing like Columbia and then like Gainesville, which we came to before, but you know, going back like a year or something. And then maybe Asheville again, and then hitting the Triangle. I always thought that'd be like a fun run.
That'd be great.
Like that'd be fun. I don't know.
So
but
Steve,
anyway.
we've definitely been talking about, and the fact by June we will have knocked off 20 states. We want to hit all 50. So we're going to figure that out. Trust me. So if we can get, that's why on the East Coast, we knocked out Providence, then we get Rhode Island. We get a little Delaware tucked in there. But yeah, I want to come to West Virginia for sure.
It's a pretty place. Charleston's a pretty town.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So thanks, Steve and Ruth and everybody for the super chats. Let's check over the good people at the Streamlabs. Oh, look at that. Quinoa Room. Thank you, Quinoa Room. Shave your knuckles for justice. At a Graham Elwood show, is the VIP back room called the Quinoa Room? I'm taking bets on what happens first. Graham watches the tutorial video. Ron checks out donation tracking, or the Jimmy Dore show checks out tracking. They were struggling without your tech help, Ron. This is Balthazar 228. All right, dude. I know I tried that a couple weeks ago and it didn't work for Max. You've sent me a new video. I will try to implement it.
I got to look into Streamlabs.
Streamlabs is great. I love it. I love it. And what Quinoa Room, aka Balthazar 228, is saying is that there's a way to embed the button into the YouTube stream. So
that's what you got to do next.
It's make it even easier. But
Quinoa Room would be a cool name for a venue.
Oh yeah.
Like if I found out there was a venue in a town and it was Quinoa Room, I'd be like, I feel like we should play there. That sounds like that'd be a good fit.
I would call the club. I would call it Graham Elwood's Vegan Surfboard would be the name of the venue, but then each room would be like, this is the Quinoa Room.
Yeah. This is the avocado room.
This is the samurai room. This is the all of that room. 160 people watching. Right on. Hit the like button, you guys. So fantastic. What else? You should hook. Oh. All right. You should go with Joe Guerrero from After Prison Showdown by Virginia Beach area. He has over 1 million subs. And oh, wow.
Not familiar.
And only ex-cons like himself are the good guy. All right, cool. Thanks. West Virginia has a beautiful landscape. Too bad it's pillage and ruin and can't sustain life like it could before the oil corporations. I mean, one of the reasons I want to go to West Virginia is I want to roll a lot of video. I want to show what's going on there as much as I can. I'll tell you guys right now, one of my long-term plans with this channel is if I could make like big money to hire more people, one of the things I would do is do like what Abby Martin does with Empire Files, but in the United States. show the fracking,
Yeah.
go bring a video camera, show these bullshit pipelines, show people dealing with an opioid epidemic, show the corruption of the land and all this stuff like that.
Well, I mean, part of the reason like I started following the fracking issue was because like I was living in Pittsburgh at the time. And when I like first started going on the road, I would play like these small towns in Pennsylvania. So I would see these wells, like I would drive past these frack, and I'm like, this does not look okay.
Right.
And then, you know, did a little research and saw the movie Gasland and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is not good.
Yeah. So that's one of the things I want to do. And you guys are helping grow. I mean, I just crossed over 17,000 subscribers. February was my best month in terms of Patreon and YouTube revenue, which means I can do more. Like, I know you guys have talked about and I've said it before, but I'll say it here. I'm going to get better lighting. I know my lighting's not great in my studio, and sometimes I have these fucking sound issues. It's driving me crazy. I can't figure it out. But because you guys keep supporting the show, I am going to, when we get back off the road in the next month, I'm going to get really better lighting. I want to go the type of, the lights that Jimmy uses in his studio are really nice. They're just a little more expensive, but I'm going to spend the money and do that because you guys keep supporting what we're doing. So my long-term plan is to do more documentary reporting in the field or whatever the hell you'd call it, you know, just like I want me and a camera person just traveling around, getting interviews with people and seeing what the fuck is really happening. That's just a fair amount of money to do that because that's travel and logistics and editing time and all this other stuff. But that's one of my long-term goals. So you guys are great for supporting the show. Are you guys libiving?
I don't know what that means. What is Lee? Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what libiving means. Sure. Celeste, oh yeah, we need a Winnebago. Yeah, we're going to do a GoFundMe for the Winnebago. I just talked to Maryland Rice Cub, who was on tour with Fred Armisen, and they did the tour bus thing, which I've never done. But she would tell me, she'd like do a show and then you would start, then you would like sleep on the bus. It was nuts.
Yeah, because you have like sleepers or whatever. I've never had a tour bus either.
Krillin 876, Shave the Knuckles for Justice, sold out in New York City yet? No, it is not.
Grab tickets, still plenty available.
Plenty available, but that's a 200-seat venue in the largest city in America. So that's not a lot of seats. So I'm telling you,
grab tickets.
We track the ticketing on all of our tour shows, and the East Coast, which is the furthest down the road, is selling the best. So I can guarantee you they're going to be selling those East Coast dates are going to be sold out before we get there. And if they sell out early enough in advance, we will try to add shows, but I would say get your tickets now. So thank you for doing that. Steve Thomas, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Ron Graham, the Comedy Zone is still there in Charleston.
Nice. It's a fun club, man. The people that run it are really nice too. Maybe we can look into seeing if they'd be able to bring us in.
Let's look into that for August or
for not winter.
Not winter.
Yeah, that's one of those like not winter
that's a not
places.
Winter place. We're not going there in the winter. I was just in Chicago for 10 days. Sweet Jesus.
Alex has a cool question, and the answer for you is yes, and the answer for me is hell yes, because I went to college there.
Yeah, Bloomington. I love the Comedy Attic in Bloomington. I haven't been there in several years, but maybe we'll try to tack that on. You know what? It's only 3-4 hour drive from Chicago. Maybe we'll try to.
We could do a Bloomington stop, yeah.
Maybe we'll do that in July.
Yeah.
So we'll look into that.
I'll be in Indianapolis May 1st, but that's just me because I actually, you know, speaking of college, I'm going to a bachelor party in Bloomington. So I'm doing a show in Indy the night before, and then I have to go to this bachelor party.
So show up with some bail money for Ron's bachelorette party.
That's right.
I call him a bachelorette. He's going to wear a penis hat. It's going to be fantastic.
It's a penis necklace, actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Albuquerque. You know what? We've talked about Albuquerque. I've been talking about Albuquerque in several different ways. One, the FNX series, the First Nations Comedy Experience, which, by the way, all 13 episodes are now available at watch.fnx.org. So there, I've been talking about doing like a Native American tour through there. Ron and I have been talking about trying to figure that out. The issue with the West is the cities are so spread out. So it's not like you can just bang, bang, bang like we're doing here. So it's a little like we'd have to do like Albuquerque and then maybe go up to
We'd have to figure something out.
Or Taos or something.
Yeah, but we gotta do something though, because the other thing too is my fiance really wants a trip to the Georgia O'Keeffe in New Mexico, which I think that's in Santa Fe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's been like, yeah, you guys got to do shows there or something, but I really want to go to that. We got to do a weekend there. I actually booked a casino gig. This was like over a year ago.
Oh, nice.
I booked a casino gig just so I could take her there.
Oh.
And then they canceled the casino gig.
Well, see, that's one way we could do it. If we could get a casino gig somewhere, and then we could add on
like progressive comedy,
progressive tour on top of that, just because then it makes more sense financially. So Connecticut, Fever Conscious Research Channel, New Haven, Connecticut, June 17th.
June 16th.
16th.
17th, we're in New York City.
Yeah.
16th, New Haven, Connecticut.
I was wrong.
Yep.
But check it out.
All the dates are there.
Yeah, all the dates are at ronplacone.com or grahamelwood.com.
We just announced Vegas, too, by the way. Vegas, baby. We're coming back in July.
Yeah, July
27th.
July 27th. So
we should be doing some other shows in the area. Where do you want to see us? Where else do you want to see us in that
Where do you
area?
want to see us? Within like a 4-hour drive from Vegas.
Yeah.
So we could do...
We're thinking Tucson, maybe Flagstaff. Maybe where do you want to see us?
We did Havasu last year, but I'm trying to get a hold of that club owner. But maybe there's a venue in Flagstaff we could do, which would be awesome. Bernie just had a rally in New Hampshire. Oh, okay, cool. Burlington, Vermont. Talking about Burlington as part of the East Coast swing. So the Boston gig is on a Wednesday, the 19th.
Yes.
So that whole weekend after it is open, and we're debating or seeing what we can get. We might then go north into New England more and do like Burlington and hit Maine and New Hampshire.
We're still figuring that stuff out.
Yeah, so if you guys have leads on any venues in that part of the world, we can tack it on. So it'd be anywhere like the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of June after we do Boston. So that would be helpful. Let's get 200 viewers, guys. We've never been this high. 186, 101. So share it on your social media. 101 likes. Keep pounding the like button because this helps YouTube's analytics. Bernie had 2 rallies in New Hampshire today. He's got that energy. I don't know what it says. Yeah, come to Maine. We're going to try to find some Maine dates. Sedona is beautiful. Try a show there.
Sedona's amazing.
Ooh, we could do Sedona or Flagstaff. That'd be rad.
Yeah, Sedona's really cool. I went hiking there like a year and a half ago, I think.
Okay.
I didn't do a show, but Toronto. I love Toronto. We would have to tack that on with like maybe a Rust Belty run. Like maybe we could do like Buffalo, Pittsburgh, my hometown.
Yeah.
So yeah, Toronto. If we ever do a run in that region, Toronto's got to be a stop.
Okay.
Like Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Toronto. That would be
that's
a Rust Belt run.
Rust Belt run.
Yeah.
We got to get that done before this.
Yeah, we can't do that in winter. Winter comes. We are very limited to where we can go.
Ruth Benedict.
If there's a 20% chance of snow, we're just out.
Sorry, we can't do it. We can't do it. The swimming pool was too cold here for me to swim laps in, just so you know where we're at.
Really fucked up Graham's universe. The pool was too cold.
Too cold.
I didn't even chance it.
No.
I just went to the gym.
Ron stayed in his room with his bathrobe.
I did the bike.
The bike was nice. A nice bike.
Yeah.
Ruth, shave your knuckles for justice. Ruth Benedict, thank you for supporting the show, Ruth. Can either of you gents speak to the Venezuelan blackout that has gone on for 4 days now? They don't have electricity, according to The Guardian. I would go to alternative sources on this one for sure. I would go to Abby Martin and Mike Preisner. They really seem to have their fingers on the pulse of this. And I could almost guarantee you there's people in Venezuela that the corporate media in America is only showing the bad stuff. They're only showing the anti-Maduro rallies. They're not showing a lot of pro-Maduro stuff at all. And they are really, I'm not inferring that he said it. We're going there to get their oil. So I would really go on. You're going to have to do some research to find someone that's down there reporting on it. There was one guy, and I think Jimmy did a video on it, who was.
Well, Greg Palast went down there. Right. The American imperialism side of it, which we want to go there for their oil. It's been revealed. I mean, Trump, but before he was even president, was saying he wanted to really get on him, and what we're doing there in regards to the blackout is pretty brutal. And
Max Blumenthal went down there, I think, and was like, there was one guy, was it Max Blumenthal who was in there and he put his videos online, having to find it. So it was pretty. I would not, Ruth Benedict would not put too much weight on anything any corporate media, mainstream media outlet is saying. You're only getting one side of it from them for sure. But the American policy plan is to starve them out and force a insurrection. That's how we operate. It's pretty gnarly, so it bums me out. Bethany Hunt, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. What are your picks for Bernie's VP, Secretary of State? Mine, Nina Turner is the VP, and Secretary of State Tulsi Gabbard. That's what I would do.
I'd be okay with that, or Tulsi VP, and I mean, pretty much any variation of that, I'm okay with. Yeah.
I don't want Elizabeth Warren personally.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm talking, Nina, Tulsi, Bernie, Ro Khanna, any variation of those figures, I would be fine with and get behind.
The thing I would even add, and this is what Samira Khan, I did a video with her a couple of weeks ago. She said, she goes, I would make Dennis Kucinich the VP. So that was her pick.
I'd love to see Kucinich in the White House. I don't know if he has any interest in that at this point, but yeah, hey, I've supported him in 2008, and I'd love to see him, and it feels like the rest of the country's finally caught up to him, and so, but whatever he does next, it'll be good and productive. That guy and his wife too. They really are some of the good, hardworking folks that are doing pretty admirable stuff. So down in his race, I don't believe for a second that he actually lost by that much. I don't. We don't have any concrete evidence. I'm not trying to over speculate, but I'm just saying I find it incredibly hard to believe. Incredibly hard to believe. And when they ask for some results, when they ask for some transparency, they being the Dennis Kucinich campaign, they were denied. Yeah. So.
Bethany Hunt said Warren for Education Secretary. Yeah, I'm okay with Liz Warren in some cabinet post, but we're close to 200. We're
yes,
come on.
Everybody text a friend.
Come on, text a friend. 130 likes. Let's get that number up. Pop Reality, thank you for supporting the show. Shave the Knuckles for Justice. With Warren not doing as well as Bernie, when is it okay for us to want her out knowing she takes votes from him? You know what? Now's fine.
Now's totally cool. I'll say this to try to be, I guess, fair. Like, out of all the kind of centrists or whatever, she is by far the not as bad one.
The least worst.
Like compared to Beto, compared to Booker, compared to Harris, compared to Biden. Obviously, she's definitely, I would say, better than them. But yeah, nothing I'm excited about.
Yeah, I would. I think it's. Look, I just did a video that dropped showing the poll of the 15 candidates or whatever, and it's like Biden at 31%. Bernie at 27, and then all these other people are Kamala at 11. So look, this happens every presidential. People are going to start falling out. It's because it's money. If you're not raising a lot of money, you're out. And Bernie is not going to have any problems raising money. So at some point, Warren's going to drop out, and I bet you she's going to back Bernie this time because she really.
I hope so.
She's desperately wanting us progressives to like her, desperately.
But does she care more about that, or does she care more about the establishment liking her? And I don't know.
A great question.
I don't know. I think that's a great question, and I'm sure some of you, we could kind of debate that. Because I think it's tough. It's a tough call. When she chose, as someone pointed out there in the super chat, when she had the choice the first time, she chose the establishment.
She did.
So
she might do that again. David Bauer, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Tulsi for president. New Haven for best pizza. Well, As someone from Chicago.
Where? You know, when it comes to regional pizza, I refuse to choose because I love it all. I'm very much that's one area where I'm like the Kamala Harris when it comes to pizza. Like, I just love good. I'm for good pizza and not bad pizza.
Oh wow!
That's where I'm
That's a strong stance that Ron just took.
I don't have a strong like when it came to, you would want a more definitive vote in this case, and you would want to vote Elwood in this case, because I love Mid-Atlantic pizza. I love East Coast style pizza. I love deep dish. There's two types of pizza, just like there's two types of music: good pizza and bad pizza, good music and bad music. And I'm for good things, not bad things. So vote for me, and you will not get a definitive pizza, but it'll probably be good if you have the same taste as me.
We'll see you in New Haven. You can take us.
What's the pizza place?
Tell us what it is.
We had the most ridiculous piece of pizza of our lives in Sacramento, California.
The most expensive piece of pizza.
It was, what was it, $9 or like $10? It was insane. We live in Los Angeles, by the way. And we paid like $12. We were with the legendary Twitter sensation Peter Douche, and he took us to this all-night pizza slice place. And the slices were so expensive. For a brief second,
200. We just did 200.
Yes,
we did it.
Yes,
first time ever.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you. I'm gonna take a screen grab of this right now. Pop Reality, Shave the Knuckles, thank you for supporting the show. When Warren had a chance to choose, she chose the establishment.
It's true.
Very valid point, Pop Reality. What's up? Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Graham, I appreciate your videos and wanted to contribute. Thanks, man. We really, any way that you guys can support, we so much appreciate it. You have no idea what it means to us. You really, it's so awesome. I appreciate your videos and wanted to contribute. Ron, you're plenty smarter politically than I was at your age. I'm 47. Take care, man.
That's very kind of you to say. I am 58 years old, but thank you.
He's a young-looking 58. It's all those $12 pizzas.
It's all those $12 pizza slices.
That makes him young. I'm 75. Actually, I'm 26. I'm a horrible-looking 26. I really have not aged well at all. Thank you, Cool Blue. You're fantastic. God, we're 212. Smash the like button. We're 154. This is awesome, man. This is the biggest numbers we've had. The show keeps growing, dude. Show keeps growing. Let's check over at the good people at Streamlabs and see what they have to say for themselves.
Streamlab, folks.
Oh,
we got a couple.
Look at that. Look at that.
So Cool Blue was the Streamlabs.
Oh
wait, no. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm trying to reveal. There's all kinds of words here.
They're all different colors.
We can just read all of it.
Conspiracy. Thank you for supporting the show. Did the gay frogs fake the 7-Eleven inside job landing? I'm asking for the 2024 season of Maddow, sponsored by Hybrid Bezos Theater. Great question, Conspiracy. Thank you for supporting the show. Whatever it was Russia. Just know that.
Naturally.
Russia.
Naturally, it was us.
It was Russia.
Us. We're preparing for 2020 now.
They have infiltrated this. One of the things that's been difficult for me is I haven't been able to surf with Putin in the last month, so I don't know what to think.
We stopped making waves for you.
Yeah, I know.
We took survey. We said waves. Take them away from America. We'll get mad. You take their waves. So we took your waves.
I don't know how to think. If I don't have Putin in my ear, I don't know how to think for myself.
We took your waves.
Yeah.
And you'll have to Biden 2020.
Fantastic. Streamlabs tips. Thank you for supporting the show on the Streamlabs. On the My Donations tab in the Streamlabs browser window, there are additional tabs, including one with Super Chats. This allows you to view all donations regardless of source in one browser window. Nice. Where was that again?
So Streamlabs browser window, additional tabs, including one with Super Chats. Okay.
All right.
I don't see it, but...
I don't see it either, dude. Yeah. I'm looking at all of them here.
I think Russia might have shut off the part of the power grid that has the Super Chats tab. Pretty sure that's what happened.
Here's another one from Streamlabs tips. The chats tab is the fourth one in the primary donation window. Here's the link to the YouTube Mac tutorial again. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Streamlabs Tips.
I'm opening that up, and I'm going to put that in the...
You should screenshot all of this.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in my... Add to my reading list.
There you go.
Boom.
Now you're set.
Now I'm set. Ruth Benedict for 200 plus and growing progressives are on the march. Go Graham, go Ron. However old you are. Ruth Benedict.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you so much. Shave your knuckles for justice. You're awesome. Can't wait to see you on the East Coast. Pop Reality, thank you for supporting the show. Biden is already failing in the polls like Hillary. Nice. He's not even running yet, and he's already eaten it. That's fantastic.
When he announces, it will be to the tune of millions of Americans napping.
Yeah, people are going to go, oh, great. Crazy Uncle Joe's in the race.
People are spending money to go to his speaking events too. I don't know if he's already cashing in, by the way. He's represented by CAA. Did you know that? Biden is represented by CAA. That's like a big agency.
A massive agency.
Massive agency.
Like they rep like Brad Pitt type of people. They're the biggest agency in show business.
Mm-hmm. And Joe Biden, who just does nothing. He just like talks about something. I think he just goes like, millennials, they got to get off our lawn, huh? And then someone plays a hi-hat, and then he just answers questions.
Then he brings out a flute.
A flute, you think? He's a clarinet guy. He's a clarinet guy. I'm a tall fan, so he plays a clarinet. He doesn't play the flute.
All right.
That's what I say.
That makes sense. What instrument do you guys think Joe Biden plays on his $100 entry ticket speaking tours or whatever? Biden is a clown. Creepy Joe Biden. Ah, fantastic. I can see the whole page here. All right. There we go. And if Sanders is
the sad trombone,
if Sanders is going to truly accept being cheated, won't that green light cheating mean worse include widespread outright election fraud in which most votes for Sanders are flipped? I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. Everyone's talking about like if Sanders gets cheated again, what happens? To me, it has to be then form a third party. I just don't know how they're going to cheat him again. I just don't know how they're going to do it, and without people just going fucking bananas.
Well, they're going to try. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think they're going to try. So I think it's one of those things. I mean, the way Lee Camp puts it really well. The way he says, we have to be so big and loud that they can't ignore it.
Yeah. That
they can't stamp it out, basically. That it'll be so loud. So that way, if it does happen again and it's out in the open, they're going to, there's going to be hell to pay, basically.
Krillin876, thanks for supporting the show. Ron, you hear Maz is coming to Broadway.
Like Broadway, like he's doing a run on Broadway, similar to Springsteen? If that's the case, no, I did not hear about that. I know Johnny Marr is coming to LA, and I did not get tickets because they were rather expensive. I thought about it, but he's not doing as many Smith songs. This is the most, Graham's, look how excited Graham is. He's like, this is the best question ever. He's not doing as many Smith songs in recent tours, so I didn't get tickets this time around. But no, I did not hear about Maz coming to Broadway. Please email me more info about that.
222 viewers, biggest number ever, 165 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you guys. And subscribe if you're new to us, or Political Vigilante or Ron Placone. Hit subscribe to our shows. Because we drop videos every day. Ron goes live Monday through Thursday. I drop 12 videos a week. And hit the bell notification button so you know when we're going live, you know when new videos drop. And follow us on social media. I'm at Graham Elwood. And you're...
Ron Placone. I'm at Ron Placone. I'm laughing because Peter Douche just said in the chat, I was just informed that you discussed Sacramento Pizzagate, #fake news. Which we had a really fun clip. Check out me and Democratic strategist Peter Douche had a very constructive interview about what needs to happen next. He is still Democratic. What? Yeah.
A Russian says what? It's the funniest thing. Peter,
check it out over on my channel.
He's doing really good work.
Yeah.
He's doing really good work.
YouTube.com/Ron Placone.
Fake news. Oh, Pizzagate. We have a different Pizzagate. It's just a $12 pizza. I want a shirt like Graham's. Anyone else have a Target nearby? Yeah, this is what $10 at a Target gets you when you're on the road.
That's a Target tee?
That's a Target tee,
Nice,
dude.
man.
I got this badass Black Panther one I'm probably going to wear tomorrow night.
That's awesome.
I figure I should wear that one in Mississippi.
I'm going to wear a Misfits t-shirt in Mississippi. I feel like I just feel like that's the thing to do, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I feel like it.
They invoke the devil there, you know, Danzig. Yeah, I just feel like that's the right thing to do.
And I think I'm gonna go my WikiLeaks shirt in New Orleans. So pop reality, shave the knuckles for justice. Bernie stepped down in his second term and let Nina rule. Yeah, dude. If Bernie wins, if it's a Bernie Nina ticket, I don't see how they lose. He's already doing better with Black and Latino voters. And if she's his VP, she's no nonsense, man. She is like, they would go and kick ass. They would go in working class areas in red states and clean up. They would go into the red states in the way that the Democratic Party has just stopped doing for the better part of 20 years.
Well, they already proved. I mean, Bernie's already proven what he can do in the heartland. So Tulsi Gabbard.
Yep.
They're both able to connect and communicate there. And I think either one, as far as like, I think Bernie, and no matter who the VP, whether it's Nina, Tulsi, Roe, and I'd support any of those.
Yeah.
I think that ticket would for sure beat Trump. It's a matter of getting out of the primary. You know, I mean, that's going to be the big thing. That's why we have to be so loud and so vigilant on when they attempt to screw over Bernie, which they're already trying to do. I did a video on after his Brooklyn speech, his first speech, that Clinton strategist goes on MSNBC and says he didn't bring up race until the minute 23, which was just a bold-faced lie. Straight up not true. Glenn Greenwald tore it apart.
He tore it apart. So you have to push all those videos out. All of you guys can help all of us by letting everybody know on all your social media platforms, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Because that's how we're gonna make it so loud that they can't get away with it. This time we can't back down. We can't let them go and let Sarah Silverman say, "Oh, shut up, grow up."
It's so backwards that we live in a world where instead of the media and people like us holding politicians accountable, sometimes it has to be the other way around, where people like us, and in some cases even frickin' politicians, have to hold the media accountable.
Yeah.
That is completely backwards. But the reason that's the case is because we don't have an honest media structure here in the United States. Like, we just don't have one.
We have corporate media.
Like we have a corporate takeover of the media. So, you know, Bernie's not a perfect candidate. Tulsi's not a perfect candidate. There's no such thing as a perfect candidate. But unfortunately, we live in a world where there are valid criticisms and then straight up smear pieces. And unfortunately, you need to decipher the difference, because those smear pieces are not productive and they're on the behalf of the establishment.
Yep. Cyber Clue, thanks for supporting the show. So that's how the super chat works. Bernie, Tulsi, aloha, hindsight 2020. As we said at the top of the chat, I don't know if you were here, we've got a venue we're lining up to come to Oahu. And if we can line up some shows on Oahu, maybe we'll jump over to Maui or the Big Island. So Hawaii is going to happen. Believe me, I'm going to make sure that it happens. Thank you for supporting the show. Bethany Hunt. Thank you, Bethany. Shave your knuckles for justice. Bernie must have progressive VP or they'll kill him within 6 months. Absolutely. And they've got to be, and it has, in my opinion, the VP has to be young and it has to be a woman. So that the age, it has to be young. So, oh, he's too old. Yeah, let me address the age thing real quick. He's too old because he doesn't have his faculties. That's ageist bullshit. That's ageism bullshit.
Yeah.
But the question of any presidential candidate, you have to ask their health. Because if the president dies, who's next in line? And a guy in his 70s, Bernie seems in great health. He seems very sharp. But you have to ask that question. It's a real question to ask. So his VP needs to be younger, and it needs to be a woman. And then if it's Tulsi or Nina, two young women, two women of color, then they can't lose. Like, and then
two awesome, powerful women too.
Really, with great
ideas, great speakers, yeah.
And so that's a great thing you brought up.
And I'll just quote my buddy Tim Carroll, really cool musician. Check out his music. You can't stay young, but you can stay cool.
Yeah, you can. Jason Link, shave the knuckles for justice. I work for rent just to have a roof on my head. You, Ron, Jimmy, Kyle, Mike F, and Status Quo, let me know my voice is heard. Thank you. Bring it home for Bernie in 2020.
Thanks, Jason.
Jason, we appreciate that, man. When you guys, I know so many of you are busting your ass just to keep the lights on. And when you, I mean, $5, I know that's probably a lot, man. And I really appreciate it. I know what that's like. I've been through bankruptcy and foreclosure. I know what it's like to count every single penny. So it means so much to me personally. And I know it means a lot to Ron when you guys are out there struggling. And that's why we're just trying to laser in on the truth. That's all we're about.
And let us know where you want to see us. Because doing the Progressive Comedy Tour has been so freaking cool for both of us.
We meet so many people.
And we're trying to go everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to go everywhere.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, and thank you, Jason. There's so much stuff. Howdy, Steven.
Yeah.
Do you guys have plans on bringing the Progressive Comedy Tour to Chicago? Yes.
Yeah, so we're
potentially July.
So Jimmy is doing his show there July 13th, I believe.
Yes.
And we're working on getting either before the 13th or after the 13th a spot to do a Progressive Comedy Tour show. And if we did, hopefully Jimmy would still be in town and maybe him and Steph would pop by and do sets. They do 10-minute sets. Ron and I each do 45. So we're working on that. I have a great relationship with the Zanies comedy clubs. So we're ironing out the dates, but it'll happen. I can almost guarantee it. Thank you, Stephen. Pop reality. Tulsi is okay, but she's not worth.
She's not with.
She's not worth GND. What's GND? Oh, Green New Deal.
She's not with Green New Deal.
Look, there's a lot of great things about Tulsi, and there's also some legitimate criticisms of her. Not the crazy smears. The legitimate criticisms, and I've mentioned them, and we should have this discussion as progressives. We say all the time, we don't just blindly follow anybody. When she said she was on the fence about torture in 2014, that's a legitimate concern. Some of her views seem very sort of hawkish, and I get that. She's a military officer. I love her anti-interventionist views. But me personally, I have to ask, if she becomes president, is she going to do what Obama did, which is go into these protracted, never-ending special op drone things? I don't want to see that. Just this never-ending war cycle.
And you know what I want to say? I mean, and of course that is a concern. And I want to say I hope she wouldn't, because, and I feel like she wouldn't. I have more confidence than that she wouldn't, especially compared to a Barack Obama, because she did serve and she's seen the brutality of war. And based on her behavior since, where she has made the effort to go to places for herself and to meet with people with the goal of diplomacy, I would like to hope that she would not be that way. And as far as the Green New Deal goes, I know that some people, they're not necessarily against the Green New Deal. And I don't know if Tulsi falls into this camp or not specifically, but they're not necessarily against the idea of the Green New Deal. They just have some issues with specifically what's in AOC's policy. And my take on that is we have time to work out those details. Mm-hmm. What's important is you're behind the idea of a Green New Deal, which is something we need. It's not something like there's no option here. We need it. So as far as the details go, we still got time to work that out.
I think yes, we can. There's a lot of details to be worked out in a Green New Deal. My concern is that it doesn't get watered down.
Right.
So it's just like, we'll let these corporations do all this construction or all this other crap that isn't really...
Yeah, no, fuck that. That's not what we mean by working out the details. Yeah. That's not what we're referring to. Yeah. We're referring to like, how many other issues does this kind of bleed into versus how specific is this on a environmentally sustainable piece of policy? Those are the details we can work out. But as far as like, maybe fracking's kind of okay. No.
That's not part of the Green New Deal.
That's not, no.
Yeah, so we were talking about this. I did an interview today with the Natural Progressive, and that video will probably drop tomorrow, where she brought up this very valid point of like construction, cement is not good. The production of cement, the creation of it, transportation, trucks, and all this. Like so that has to be addressed within the Green New Deal, because we're going to do all this construction, and there's all these trucks burning diesel fuel. And that's a valid thing to bring up. That's, I think, what Ron and I are talking about here is those details. We need to have a room full of scientists, not a room full of politicians or lobbyists, but scientists who are like, we need this. It needs to be done this way. We need to do this. Like,
will there be somebody representing the industry? No, they're not welcome. Right? Fuck off.
That goes right in the lobbyist's butthole. That's how we're going to represent it. I hope you get that clearly enough. So Laura Goad, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Thank you for supporting the show. Going to hear Bernie this Thursday in Charleston. Right on.
All right.
Post some photos online. Just need to get you two to come to Charleston now.
Does Bernie need an opening act? We could do 15 minutes apiece.
Dude, I'd go on the road with Bernie in a heartbeat.
Dude, those would be some fun rooms to play. When I saw him speak in Michigan, he had some musician open up. Yeah, and the guy was fine. He did a good job. I forget who it was, but if I ever got that gig, I would try to make sure people didn't. If I would pass out any flyers as I could.
Oh, I would pick up some. So yeah, Laura, we were working on Charleston. We were working on that part of the world. I thought I missed one. I saw it.
Should we go to the Streamlabs? Will that tell us?
That Streamlabs one. Wow, look at you, Balthazar 228. Yes, Edward Dunning. Boom. Shave your knuckles for justice. Hope to see you both in the Inland Empire. I will see Ron and Meow Meow.
Awesome, Edwin. I can't wait to meet you there. That's going to be a really fun show. That's March 24th. And that show is free in the Pasadena neighborhood at Meow Meow's, my favorite thrift shop in Pasadena.
We might do some over the summer, some more regional Southern Cal stuff.
Yeah.
I like staying home and surfing.
Yeah, Graham likes to stay home in the summers. I mean, I do too. Everyone kind of does. That's always traditionally in the road comedy world that both Graham and myself have been part of and are still part of in many ways. The summer is kind of the slow time for that because people, they want to be outside all the time. They don't want to, be in a stuffy room hearing jokes. That's more a fun winter activity. So we're kind of used to the summers being a slower time for the road. That's just typically been the way our lives have worked.
But we'll work on, that's a great suggestion. We'll work on some Southern, like Inland Empire, Central California. We'll work on some of those for the summer.
We were trying to come to, is Claremont technically Inland Empire?
Yeah.
It is? Okay. So we were trying to come to Claremont. Unfortunately, the Flappers Club that was in Claremont closed. So
we'll find some other, we'll find a bar or something like that.
We'll find something.
Cool Blue 71, thank you for supporting the show. To win nomination, Bernie must nationally win black voters. He would win Iowa before New Hampshire. A better predictor for Dem nomination. He'd win primaries in the U.S. geographic areas, likely 30% or more states. Yeah, I agree. And again, all of us have to stay on top of this. We can't let, if there's any shady shit, we can't just go, whoop. We have to be on it. So that's the key. And thank you so much for supporting the show. Pop Reality, boom. Thank you for supporting the show. I was so proud to see Ro Khanna give a lightning speech for Bernie. But who can we see Bernie choosing? In his cabinet? We talked about this earlier, but I think I would love to see Ro Khanna in his cabinet.
Yeah, there will be a role for Ro.
I would put Stephanie Kelton in as Secretary of Treasury. We get some MMT because we're going to need MMT for a Green New Deal. We're going to need to really understand that. And she was his financial advisor in 2016. I would love to see her in there. For me, it would be Nina as the VP, Tulsi as Secretary of State, or maybe Tulsi as Secretary of Defense and Dennis Kucinich as Secretary of State. Ro Khanna in there, Stephanie Kelton in there. That's how I would, and Secretary of Education would be like some very forward thinking.
Chris Hedges.
Yeah.
Secretary of Education, Chris Hedges.
Chris Hedges. Yeah, for real, man.
Because he'll be like, try getting me off a commencement stage now, motherfuckers. I'm the Secretary of Education.
Yeah, it'd be somebody like that. I mean, who other like hardcore progressives could you put in there? I mean, AOC, you find a spot for her maybe, in the cabinet. I mean, Secretary of Labor.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be badass. So that's what I think. So thanks, Pop Reality. Nick Thompson, I saw you in Chicago. Great to see you in person, my friend. I think it's possible progressives got together and agreed to champion specific issues, war, banks, universal basic income, and primary to build a coalition for the general.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that is possible and necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, especially since electoral politics can get so frustrating, the idea of taking up a cause and really kind of getting in that lane and working on it, like I'm working on municipal broadband. That's my issue of choice. I think that's an important thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a thing, I talk about a lot, but like all of you can push hard locally to get a public bank and municipal broadband, like Ron's doing, like all that stuff. It would be huge, Ojeda for Veterans Affairs, great idea. Tim Canova, great idea. Yeah.
He could be Secretary of Education too. That'd be another one. Tim Canova.
Yeah.
He's a professor.
Yeah, he's a professor. I'd love to see Tim Canova in there. AOC is too inexperienced. Give her a few more years. That's valid. It's a valid thing. If she's
I think she's kind of happy where she's at too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she might want to just kind of stay where she's at. She's been doing some good stuff. So Richard Wolff.
Yeah, Richard Wolff.
There's another guy I like him where he's at though.
Yeah.
I really like Richard Wolff being this kind of like academic, kind of like an academic rock star with a killer podcast. If he got a gig, he'd have to keep doing his podcast because I really enjoy it.
Snowden, head of the NSA.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
For the fucking win.
Fuck
yes.
yeah. That's a slam
yes.
dunk. Auntie War, Cornel West. I'd love to have Cornel West in the cabinet somehow. Secretary of Education, Killer Mike. Haha, that's hilarious.
Now we're just fantasizing.
Yeah, now
Steve Martin probably. He's like, you guys are just.
And
everybody gets a pony.
Yeah. Medea Benjamin, Secretary of Defense. Ooh. How about this? How about a Secretary of Peace?
Yeah.
We don't have that. We have a War Department.
That'd be a good gig for Kucinich.
Kucinich or Medea.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, Medea, yeah.
I'd put Medea in there. I think Kucinich's foreign policy is pretty amazing.
Well, he was a peace candidate when no one else had the courage to be a peace candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Really. I mean, he was really, other people were, but as far as, he got on that debate stage in 2008, they got him off of it as quickly as they could because he was an actual peace candidate.
Yeah. 241 viewers and 196 likes.
Yes.
Boom. Biggest numbers ever. Biggest numbers ever. This is fantastic. This is just fantastic.
And Cyberclue reminds us, his slogan was strength through peace. I still have a strength through peace sweatshirt.
Nice.
Peter 2 said 230 Russians. That means there are 10 who are not. We'll know who they are. We'll find them. Strength through pizza.
Yeah, if you guys donate to my Patreon, I'll give you a Russian dildo or whatever they were selling online.
Russian sex toys. We use that to foment discord.
Yeah.
Get your I'm with her vibrator today.
Like I said, I was gonna vote for Hillary, and then I saw this vibrator.
Then you saw a vibrator, and you were like, I have to go green, go for Jill Stein.
Yeah.
You can get more environmentally. It says, we want our vibrator not to run on battery, but to run on solar. So look for Jill Stein.
If it's a gluten-free vibrator,
gluten-free vibrators,
organic free range, it's a free range dildo, then I'm all for it.
Solar vibrator is going to be the name of our punk band that we're going to do in addition to the progressive comedy tour. I will play guitar. Graham will play the tambourine. We're
going to be selling solar vibrators tonight at the Worst Beer Garden.
Coming to a city near you.
Gabriel Lopez, thank you so much for supporting the show. Shave the Knuckles. Would you guys please do a show with Hassan Piker? I don't know who that is.
He's the TYT guy.
Hassan,
he's Jank's nephew. And
I
don't know. He's related to Jank. Yeah, sure.
We'll do that.
Totally. Yeah.
We'll do
I'd love to.
Absolutely, you guys. That's a good suggestion. We're gonna have to wind down a little bit early, guys, because we got to go tell some skits and jokes tonight. Piker's using a dildo. Okay. Don't let him wear jewelry. Funny.
Locally sourced dildos.
Yeah, exactly. You guys know what I'm talking about. Locally sourced dildos. I recall Kucinich proposed a cabinet-level Department of Peace, so he'd be perfect to head it.
Yes, he did. He did. I mean, he used to talk about all that stuff on C-SPAN, where like 20 people would watch. I mean, really, like Kucinich was just, he was so far ahead of the curve, and the way they condescended to him so much was so. Hillary Clinton was so rude to him on the debate stage, and it bothered me so much. Anyway, sorry, we're
it's a long time ago, but you're not wrong. Ruth Benedict, she got some good news. Leukemia is in remission.
Yay!
Give her some shout out to biggest numbers ever, and to Ron's accent. Knuckles are clean shaven, now ready for pizza. Yes.
Thank you, Ruth.
Get some.
It's actually dinner time for us too.
Yeah, we gotta go eat. Not that crazy Peter douche pizza that he was making, forcing us to eat at gunpoint in Sacramento. That was really
that pizza was so expensive. We thought for a second he might not be playing a character.
Yeah,
we thought maybe he did. Like maybe it was a donor dinner that he took us into. We were like, this is all going to Pelosi, isn't it? He's fucking with us.
We went to a Pelosi $12 pizza slice dinner. And that's what right. Peter douche she tricked us.
He was like, you guys he's like, everybody in here, get a second job so you can support more mimosa brunches for the 1%. Do your due diligence.
That's what he does. That's how it works. Wicked Guru, thanks for supporting the show. Just wanted to say hey and show some support. Have a great show tonight. Wicked.
Thank you, Wicked.
Boom. Shave those knuckles for justice.
Hope to see you soon.
You're awesome. There's a couple other ones here. This one needs to be refreshed. It's a lot of pages to work around here.
Right? I think we got maybe. I think we got them.
Yeah,
I think we got them.
Okay, cool. We got them all. No, but there was a little smaller one, I thought. No? Jason,
thank you, Jason. Thank you very much.
Shave the knuckles for justice, brother. Really appreciate it. That wasn't a great sentence, but you know what I meant. Annabelle Corley's here.
Oh, and Sam, that wasn't a real fart. That was the chair.
Yeah.
But I would own up to it.
Come on.
If it was real.
Free range wind power dildos for the win. Nice. Annabelle, we were just talking earlier in the stream about coming to Australia because somebody from Adelaide was on the stream, which was rad. So, yeah, we're working on it. I think.
Where do you want to see us?
We'll come maybe in November, December, January, somewhere there when it's warm. If I'm already living in Hawaii, I'll just jump down. Did they promise you pizza and then not deliver? Yeah, Pat. They did. Oh.
They told us we'd have access to pizza. So we got to the place and there were just paintings of pizza on the wall. And they were like, there's your access. Fuck off.
Oh, what else? Shave Knuckle Justice is the name of my new sex positive strip club. Fantastic. Do you guys actually think Schumer, Pelosi, the Clinton cabal, and Obama won't play a large part in the Sanders administration?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I really hope not.
I hope not. And I think, again, one of the things that's happening that I've seen in the last 2 years is people who are real progressives, and especially like AOC, because she's very in touch. She's very good on social media, especially Twitter. They pay attention. They're paying more attention to people's reactions on Twitter. So when we get loud, they're paying attention, man. So I hope everyone just speaks up, because look at Kamala. They've been pushing her, and she is not doing well in the polls. Yeah,
if you want to kind of reinstill your faith in humanity, read one of her Twitter threads.
Yeah.
It's like 98% negative.
Yeah.
So then you're like, who are these 2.13 million people that follow her?
Yeah.
Are they fans?
They bots?
Doesn't look like it. Who are they?
I could go out and buy 100,000 Twitter followers from the bot farms. That's easy to do. That doesn't cost a lot of money.
We can actually talk about it after stream's over. I have 13 for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So in pizza we trust. Nice. All right.
When we lead with our pizza, we win.
We do. We got to have a strong pizza values.
We're starting to, you know what? Do you know Macaulay Culkin? Or any of us bros with him?
No.
All right. Well, we got to start the pizza party. And if we get, yeah.
Right.
Melbourne is like Manchester. Annabelle, if that's true, I'm going to freaking love Melbourne. I love Manchester a bunch, and I talk about it. I kind of geek out about Manchester all the time.
I always say Melbourne is like it's an Australian San Francisco.
Okay. Well, I love all those places. Everywhere you named, I love Manchester, San Francisco. If it's anything like those places, I'm going to freaking love it. So
I have, I know the guy that books the Rhino Room in Adelaide.
Lead with your toppings.
If it's gluten-free pizza and vegan cheese, I'm in.
Do you or do you not support pepperoni? Look, when we lead with our toppings, we win. When we don't put toppings on the ballot,
don't be a topping purist. Let's be more of a centrist with your toppings. Only one Russian lives in Manchester. Nice. Watch who's those guys in.
We gotta sign off soon, Graham. We got a show to do.
All right. Let me I signed off just a touch early because all right. So let me thank everybody, you guys. Gabriel Lopez, thank you for supporting the show. Nick Thompson, Pop Reality, boom. Cool Blue 71, right on. Edward Dunning, thank you so much. Laura Goad, I'm sorry, I know I always pronounced that wrong. Stephen T. Jason Link, right on.
Burned again, right on. Bethany Hunt, pow. Pop Reality, you got it. We didn't read that one. Should we read that
Which one?
Quick? We didn't do Burned Again, so we didn't read it.
Oh, Burned Again. Do you think that there's a snowball's chance in hell that they'll let a progressive represent the party now that HRC has stated she plans to play a major role in 2020? They're going to try to block that as much as they can. Like, make no mistake. They will do everything they can, but we have to not acquiesce.
Yeah.
It is up to us to make as much fucking noise as possible. There's no two ways about it. Yep. That's it. You're not wrong, but we can prevent it if we get so loud and we just resist and stay no and pull our money out of crazy bullshit and vote third party if they fucking play these games.
And form coalitions locally.
Yeah.
Look at what Gail McLaughlin did in Richmond. That's where the real power is. Getting local, getting, together, forming coalitions, meeting with like-minded people, getting task force for various causes, whether it's municipal broadband or a public bank or, whatever it is, something for the homeless, whatever it may be. People running for city council, people running for mayor.
Joining the DSA.
Joining MPP, just picking a lane and getting in it. So, we have to be so loud that they can't do what they used to do as far as cheating us.
Yep. So,
what they're still doing.
Yeah.
Is there progressive comedy tour merchandise? Yes, we got bumper stickers. Right now. They're only available at the shows, but we're gonna make them available online.
Yeah.
So thank you for asking that.
We're gonna figure that out because we just got to figure out the kind of envelope and shipping and all that. But we will have them progressive comedy tour bumper stickers available online within the next month.
And we're working on shirts and hoodies too.
Yes.
They're saying I'd love to wear a shirt with all the cities visited. We are working on that.
We're gonna put the logo on the front and all the cities on the back.
Yep. So we're working on it.
Like a mullet.
Yeah. Business in front, party in the back.
Streamlabs tips, thank you. Streamlabs tips again.
Yes.
Conspiracy, thank you. Quinoa Room, thank you.
That venue's gonna happen someday.
And then I think that's all of the. Oh, Pop Reality. If not, Bernie, I'm voting third party again. I don't give a fuck about Trump scare. Yeah, me too, brother. I'm only voting for people I believe in. I will not vote for lesser of two evils. If they fuck Bernie and he doesn't join a third party, then I'm going to vote for
probably the Green.
I'll probably the Greens again.
Yeah, I'll vote for the Greens again.
That's what I'll do. So that's absolutely what I believe. So thank you, Pop Reality. All right, everybody. I think we got everybody. We got all of I'll refresh this page real quick to make sure, but I think we got all of we got all of the super chatters and all of the Streamlabs people. You guys.
And hey, if anyone here, hopefully we're going to see some of you in an hour and a half if there's any Lafayette folks here.
Yeah,
Look
come
forward
on
to seeing
out.
you really soon.
Come on out and say, hey, come up to us. Photos, autographs are free. We appreciate you showing up. The bumper stickers are only $5. And if you come to a live show, that bumper sticker is any of the merch we sell after the show helps fund the tour. Like we're paying for our own hotel rooms, our own rental car, our own airfare. So the ticket revenue, we get the majority of that ticket revenue, and the merch after the show supports the tour. So thank you guys so much. We will see you on the road. Ron Placone.
Follow me on Twitter at romplacone, youtube.com/romplacone, and of course, romplacone.com for all tour dates.
GrahamElwood.com for all tour dates, you guys. We will see you on the road. Shave your knuckles for justice, and thank you so much for making Gotham great again. Boom.